Hello, what up guys? How you doing? It is Lasty here. Welcome to a new episode of the Road to Glory, episode 91 I believe it is. And it's going to be kind of a groundbreaking episode. We're going to maybe change a few things up in the squad towards the middle and end of the episode, I guess. But to start with, I'm going to complete the marquee matchups. This one's like way expired by now. I only had a few hours left, or 20 hours left when I completed it. It was the one where you earn yourself the inform player, so it cost me quite a bit. Like, I think I started with nearly 190k or something, and we're down to like 145. So it cost me a fair old whack to complete this SBC, and well, that, you know, it's going to take its toll because we've got to get something good. Obviously, with the informs right now, it wasn't a bad time to do it because like every inform was at least 20k, just because of the team of the tournament SBCs that you could like repeat and whatnot. It kept the price of the informs up. So even if we got like a rubbish one, the worst one possible, we could definitely get at least 20k for him. And all we needed to get was something half decent in the rewards. So, you know, before the team of the week pack to hopefully like break even if we got someone terrible, or hopefully make some profit. So team of the week player pack, I was originally not going to open it until Wednesday. And then I thought, you know what? I don't know if that's a great idea, because if those SBCs run out for the team of the tournament stuff, then the worst possible informs are just going to be discard value, and I have like a 10 or 12k leeway right now, so I thought eventually we will get to opening that one. But my first pack is not a great success, but we do get quite a few players, and as most players have some sort of value more than discard right now, and so do the contracts and stuff, then I decided to try and rinse my club of whatever I got here. And unfortunately that pack right there, that needed to be a rare for me to get someone half decent to really help with the profit making from this SBC. But unfortunately we don't get a flare, but we do however get quite a few non-rare players who I will literally attempt to sell all of them on. And we do get 3 squad fitnesses. So at the end of this one, like a squad fitness costs 1200 coins or something. You can add them on to what we end up with, and hopefully that means we'll be in profit, you know. A silver players pack then gets us a Galatasaray left mid from Turkey, and a couple of other players that will probably be worth something. I see a Dutch Eredivisie, a Premier League player there. They're players that will do me all right. Then we go ahead and get this guy right here. We managed to upgrade our Kante. Now, I know a lot of you have been saying that, why don't you have the 83 Kante? You've only got the 81. You know, you say you got this perfect team. He's not the best Kante that you could get, like an affordable one. But it's because his stats aren't really much different. In fact, they're like 10 or 12 in-game stats different from the upgrade. It's more like a rating correction. But at this point in time, since as we have packed him, I will bring Kante into the squad, and I'll sell the one that we've used for like over 100 games, the 81 rated version. I'll just make sure that we're now using the 83, simply because I can kind of do it like no cost, you know. I just packed him, so I could sell him for 10 or 11k, or I could sell this one for like 6.8, which I eventually did, and you know, just be out by a few thousand coins. This is our inform that we get. To be fair, it's actually a pretty decent one. We get 85 rated Trap, the PSG goalkeeper, but seems as it was relatively late on this whole Team of the Week pack hype, everyone had done it like a few days before, and the price of a goalkeeper like this, which I would say would normally be like 50k maybe, literally was about 23, I think it was. So that took us to break-even point. But we've got a few more squad fitnesses, and we've upgraded our Kante. So what you're seeing on screen right now is something kind of drastic. I said that I was thinking about changing stuff, and I had a couple of you tweeting me about maybe potential players we could get. And I'm selling Emre Can. I'm selling Podolski. I'm selling Abubakar that we only just got. And I'm also going to sell Eto'o. We're going to go for something completely different up top. And I think, I mean, it's horrible to see what the prices I'm selling them for compared to what I bought them. I think basically every player has at least halved, which is crazy to think. But that's just the market right now. The players that we're about to buy have easily halved from what they were a few weeks ago as well. So it doesn't necessarily matter, but we just don't have that many coins left in the club at this point in time. If I wanted to keep loads of coins, I should have sold everything about 4 weeks ago. It just doesn't really matter. The level of player really has decreased in value. So we're going to start off by buying Heung-min Son, 150k player. I've had him before on the Road to Glory. I think I sold him for about 220. So he's dropped quite a bit. And we bought him at CF. We need to bring him down to centre mid, which sounds weird, but trust me, believe me, it will get good soon. We buy the informed Tolisso, who is nearly a member of Club 80. It's just his pace that isn't. And I buy him at Cam. I now need to buy a strike force, but I was a little bit shy of coins, so I needed to wait until a couple of these players had sold. Emre Can, Podolski and Abubakar have sold, and we've got 257,000 coins. Eto's still on the market though, don't forget. I'm going to buy this orange and blue Lacazette, the 88 rated one. Now, he's better than the SBC version of Lacazette. He's a higher rating with better stats. He costs roughly the same as it would cost me to complete the SBC. And of course, that guy is tradable. So I think we've got a stunning player to bring into the Road to Glory. Definitely someone on the level of like Eto, maybe even better than what Eto was. I needed to buy a couple of position modifiers that I could apply to Heung-min Son because I needed him to go from a CF all the way down to a centre mid. Just for chemistry, at the start of the game we will change things up, change the formation and use a different formation with players on full chemistry. It's just kind of that chemistry bug that people do. So then I go into my transfer list. I go from 48k to 167, which means Eto has sold. We got 125k for him. I bought him for 300. So that does suck, but the price, as I said, the price of other players is a lot lower now as well. So we can still get bang for our buck right now. But my main, expensive part of the team that I really loved, I've just sold. And there's a reason for it. It's because I've sort of fallen for this new striker, Fekir. I used him on my main account to get a player review for him. And oh my god, is he insanely good on this game. So I've brought him in. And this is what the team looks like right now. It's a masterpiece. It's probably cost us about 100k to switch out from what we had to this. And I love it. So in game, what it would change to is a 4-1-2-1-2 number 2, which is my favourite formation. I would bring Kante down to CDM, which is what I do normally. Dele Alli will play centre mid alongside Tolisso, who's another member of nearly Club 80. Heung-min Son at Cam, 4-star skill, 5-star weak foot now. And then Lacazette and Fekir as my strikers. Yes, that is an amazing squad. I'm super happy with what I've built here. And I can't wait to get into a game with it. It's a mad squad, which, as well, people are suggesting that maybe Heung-min Son's up for maybe player of the month. One of the final ones that they'll ever get, I guess, as we come towards the end of the season. But he's in the hot seat now for player of the month, people suggest. So if that's the case, and you might need a special Heung-min Son to complete, like we've seen in the past, then I've got one there that I could potentially sell if he boomed in price. Again, I'm not suggesting that's going to happen. Maybe don't risk it if you haven't got many coins. But it's I wanted him in the team, and he has a second purpose potentially. So I move on into the daily knockout tournament. And I'm going to play one game in the rest of this episode. We've done the marquee matchups. We've changed the whole squad around. I've got time for one game. And then in the next episode, we'll see how far we can get in the daily knockouts. But we come up against a nearly full Bundesliga in-form side. Some really sick players there. He's got the FUT birthday S-Wine. He had Pulisic in form as well, I think. Obviously, you're seeing what I'm changing the squad to right now as well. I do it in a silly way, to be honest. I'm moving players all over the place where I shouldn't be. I got it mixed up. I forgot where I was putting everyone. But that's what I was going to do. And we're now in that 4-1-2-1-2 with everyone on full chemistry, including Heung-min Son. And he's not playing at centre mid. He's a Cam. He's far up the pitch with Tolisso, Kante and Dele Alli as my main sort of hard-working midfielders. I can't think of a much better way to, a much better squad that we could possibly have right now. And I'm absolutely buzzing. I'm not buzzing when we go 1-0 down though. Is my super squad going to be terrible? Have I messed up here by doing this? We're 1-0 down at present. That's not good. That's really not good. And he pushes for a second goal, but fortunately for me, Courtois manages to save. However, Son plays it into Fekir, takes his first shot for the club, and it cannons off the post. But Dele Alli to Lacazette, who holds up the ball nicely, plays a great ball through to Fekir, who whips that into the box looking for Dele Alli. It sort of drops to Lacazette and he taps it home. So he gets the first goal for the club. And, well, it was just an easy tap-in. If he had missed that, I would have been very annoyed, and yeah, it would have been probably straight up, I'm going to sell you and bring someone else in. I nearly brought Mbappe in, but I've decided at this point to just go all out on Lacazette. We've not got the best version of Lacazette, but we've got one which is significantly reduced in price. Heung-min Son gets a goal for the club. On the stroke of half-time, we've managed to turn this game around, which to be at the beginning was kind of looking bad for us. You know, we went 1-0 down, we were getting pressured for a second, and it was an even game between two pretty decent, you know, well, like we were kind of level. I'm not calling myself decent, but we were two kind of level opponents. Moving on into the second half then, Lacazette picks the ball up here, knocks it back, Dele Alli it sort of falls to, and even with his 3-star weak foot, we just finesse it round the keeper, and that one goes into the back of the net, and we get a nice 2-goal cushion. Also, I apologise for the green screen right now. It might not be great. I'm seeing a lot of sunlight down in that corner. It's not much I can do. It's probably really dark here and really bright up there. I apologise. It's also probably making my beard look really ginger. That's what sunlight does, you know. That's why YouTubers don't go outside. But we're 3-1 up, and we play it through to Fekir, who just outruns and outstrengths a couple of defenders and slots it home to make it 4-1. And at this point in time, I've got this gigantic smile on my face, thinking, I love this team already, and it's just going to go so well for us. And I think we might have, like, an even better squad than we had before, because what we don't have now is massive like stamina issues, which we had with the other side. You know, Podolski and Eto'o, two older gentlemen who had slight stamina issues, would definitely run out of juice quite quick. And Lacazette gets another goal. We go 5-1 up here. Like, it just turned from this being a really close game to me just starting to completely dominate it and run away with the victory. Fekir plays a short one to Kante from the corner, who just cuts back and then whips one in. And Heung-min Son is there, gets in front of the defender and nods that one in seriously powerfully to get me 6 goals in my first game with this new team. I mean, it couldn't have gone much better. I would have kind of liked the clean sheet, I'm not going to lie, but it doesn't really matter because, you know, we've got 6 goals and he's only got 1, so it doesn't matter in the slightest. And then we eventually win 6-1 in this first game with the new team. So we've smashed it past the first round against an opponent who was giving me trouble at the start of the game. I think that formation switch and all of that stuff helped me to take this game by the horns, take the ball by the horns, and just go away with and run away with the victory there. As you can see, he actually had more possession than me, which I don't like when my opponents have that. But that's going to kind of wrap things up for today's episode. We've done quite a lot. We've done a marquee matchups SBC, which has given us an upgraded Kante and an inform, which we managed to sell. And from that marquee matchups, we broke even, but we had a few extra squad fitnesses, and we obviously upgraded our Kante from it. We then gone ahead and changed the team drastically, which I'm really happy with. I think it looks awesome. It's still nice and colourful as well. We've got orange and blue here. A nice team of the group stage item there for Fekir. Inform, another orange. It's a lovely looking squad, and it changes to something beastly in game as well. So if you like the new team, make sure you drop a thumbs up on the video. Don't forget to subscribe if you're new around here. Thanks so much for watching. Have a great day, and I'll catch you next time. Peace.